Yo, it's me. How come you didn't reply right away?
I'm sorry. I think you must have the wrong person. I'm a complete stranger.
Hey, I'm still that awesome ex-husband you love, right? Deep down, you know it. I'm taking time out for you, so you better appreciate it.
I think you're making a mistake. I've never once thought that I still love my ex-husband. Divorcing him was the best choice I ever made. When I think back to your affair and how your mother-in-law treated me so badly, I shudder to think of going back to that hell. I know it's in the past, but...
Don't be such a bitch. You want to know why I called?
I actually don't care.
Don't say things you don't mean. You're thinking about us getting back together, aren't you?
Huh? Why would you say that?
Because you still love me.
Not at all. We're divorced already.
I don't care about that. So, when should I come to see you?
Never. There's absolutely no way I'm getting back together with you again. I told you the time I spent with you was hell. You cheated on me, your mother bullied me every day, and you did nothing for me. I would never want to relive that past all over again.
Yes, but you're really not being honest with me, are you?
It's the truth.
Of course you want to be with me, don't you?
Are you nuts? Remember when you cheated on me and we got divorced?
Let's put that behind us.
Let's forget that? How convenient.
Besides, you already forgave my mom, right?
I haven't forgiven her.
No, it's in the past.
Do you have any idea how much your mother used to bully me? She complained every day that I didn't cook well, that I didn't clean well, and you turned a blind eye to it.
Well, there was a time when I did, but not anymore, right? I've matured.
Matured? From your messages, you're as childish as ever.
I'll protect you this time.
I don't believe you.
Hey, don't be so mad at me. You want to be with me, don't you? Be honest.
Are you really that stupid? I don't want to see you again and don't contact me.
I know you still miss me.
Huh? What do you mean?
Because you're building a two-family house. That's the house we're supposed to live in together, right? For you and me to start over again? I can't believe you built such a big house for me. You still can't forget about me, can you?
A duplex? What are you talking about?
If you're building two houses, you're planning to remarry and live with me, aren't you?
You know what? Your misunderstanding has gone too far. That two-family house is for me, my current husband, and his parents. It has nothing to do with you. I am living happily with my new family, and there is absolutely no room for you there. I'm done with you already, so don't contact me again. Don't you dare interfere with my new life.
That's a lie. I don't believe you. You still love me, don't you? I know you're building that big house. That's a house for us to live in together, no matter how you look at it. You can't forget me, can you? That's why you got us such a great house, right? For us to start anew. You've got to be honest with me.
You have it all wrong. That house is for my new family. It has nothing to do with you.
Then why didn't you tell me? You're just being mean to me because you still like me.
Will you stop it? I'm done with you. Don't make me keep saying it.
But I want to be with you. You feel the same way too.
You're not making any sense at all. My current husband takes good care of me, and my mother-in-law is kind to me. I don't have to deal with a cheating husband or getting bullied by a mother-in-law anymore.
I don't believe that.
How many times have I told you? I told you that that house has nothing to do with you. That house is for my current family. There's no way I'm remarrying you.
That's a lie. You really still love me, don't you?
That's enough. Don't contact me anymore. I told you there's no place for you in my life.
I don't believe that.
How many times have I told you? I've already remarried, and there's absolutely no way in hell I'm starting over with you. Don't ruin my life.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It's me, your beloved. Surprised? I walked by your house the other day. I saw that your two-family house is coming along nicely. I could see your car was already there, just waiting for you to start your new life. By the looks of it, I'd say it's ready for me to move in. I'm so impressed that you thought of me and prepared a place for me. So I'm going over there right away. I'm taking my parents with me so we can all live together again. I know you're looking forward to it too. I can't wait to see you too. Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing you and your parents again. Let's make a new start together.
What? Are you really going to move in with your parents? Are you kidding me? You and your parents moving in with us? How did you come up with that idea? I can't believe it. What the hell do you think you're doing?
You finally responded. Why didn't you call me right away yesterday? You got a message from your beloved husband. You have to be on standby to reply at all times.
I have so many questions right now. My phone wasn't charged last night. I just turned it on now and was blown away by the crazy messages.
What do you mean, blown away? Oh, I see. You mean you were happy to get a message from me, the love of your life. I guess you still love me after all. I'm surprised that you reacted so well to my sudden contact. Well, your reaction is really cute, isn't it? You must have been thrilled thinking about me. You're really not being honest. Well, I love that about you.
Don't twist people's words to suit your needs. Why can't you understand when I say what I mean? It's so annoying. I don't want to communicate with you at all. How can you not hear the venom in my voice? I really don't understand. It stresses me every time you contact me.
You know what they say? Playing hard to get means you actually like them. Ah, come to think of it, that's what you are doing, playing hard to get.
No! Do not ever come here. I divorced you because you cheated on me, and your parents defended you and constantly insulted me. Why should I go to the trouble of welcoming you back into my life? I don't want to go back to hell.
Well, as for the affair, let's let bygones be bygones.
You want me to forget about it?
That's what my mom says. Honestly, the real reason is that you lack charm as a woman and were a terrible wife. You should have paid me alimony to make up for it, but somehow I ended up paying. Then for the next 5 years, I got dumped by that girl, lost my job, and became the talk of the neighborhood. It was the worst. You should spend the rest of your life making up for it.
Make up for it?
That's why you built a duplex for me and my parents, right?
In your dreams.
Oh, come on. Calm down. If you keep acting like this, you'll have a hard time when you see me again.
I don't want to see you again.
Well, on that note, we've arrived.
What?
My parents and I have arrived at your new house. It's a very nice house, isn't it? There's also a marriage certificate, so you and I are getting back together. And we'll start living together from today.
Huh?
The movers are bringing our stuff this afternoon. You'll have to pay for it and everything.
What? You're really here?
Oh, my parents and I are standing at the front door right now.
Hey.
What do you think? You haven't seen your beloved husband in 5 years. You must be trembling with emotion right now. Come on outside. We're going to have an emotional reunion.
I don't live in that house.
Huh? Oh, come on. Don't play hard to get after all this time.
I'm not playing hard to get.
Wait, are you really here?
Where are you?
I'm at your front door.
Which address?
You don't have to tell me every time. This is your parents' house.
What? My parents' house?
I've been here many times before. I'm not going to forget where it is just because I've been away for 5 years. I used to live in the same city.
So that means you live in Seattle, right?
Of course. Why are you checking every single thing? Come on, open the door. My parents are also really excited to start teaching you how to be a wife from today. You better do your best as a wife.
I'm already living with my in-laws. Is there a problem?
What?
I honestly have no idea what you are talking about, but I finally understand.
Huh? What did you understand?
My parents' house in Seattle has already been sold.
Huh? Sold? Why did you do that?
I sold the house. I lived in my parents' house for a year after our divorce. The house was getting old, so I decided to sell it.
Well,
I rented a reasonably sized apartment after that. Now, I live with my husband and his parents in a duplex.
huh? Your husband? You got married again?
Yes, I married a wonderful man I met through a friend.
And his parents are with you?
Yes, they are very caring and nice in-laws. They are very different from your family.
What? What do you mean? Why are you saying that all of a sudden?
I told you before. I told you I'm already married. You didn't believe me when I said I wasn't playing hard to get, but this is the reality.
That's a lie. How can I believe that?
What's so hard to believe?
You want to surprise me, right? You still love me, don't you?
I'm not thinking of anything like that. I don't have any surprises for you. I wouldn't do that.
No, that can't be right. Besides, I need to move in with you.
Why?
We gave up our old apartment to move here. I thought you were totally ready, but that's not all. My dad and I both quit our jobs too. We left everything behind for a fresh start. We reset everything for you, so I thought you'd be happy to welcome us. I believed we were starting a new life together.
Huh? Did you really think you were going to live off my earnings? Are you serious? Did you really think you could live happily without working at all?
The nerve?
I have no intention whatsoever of supporting you. Why should I bother to support you when I remarried and started a new life? You're being too presumptuous.
Because I thought you had enough money to rebuild a house.
Sure, we built a duplex, but it's in my husband's name, and it's in a completely different place. I had no idea that the new house was being built at my old family home too.
That's a lie. Hey, open the door quickly and let's get married again.
What the heck? Did you see the nameplate?
The nameplate? Huh? That's not your last name.
That means someone else is living there now. Someone I don't know.
Oh no.
If you understand, get the hell out of there. You look suspicious staying there. If someone already lives there, they would report you to the police.
Wait, there's a police car here. Hey, the cops are really here. What am I supposed to do? This is a really bad situation, isn't it? Should I run away or should I explain? What should I do?
That's totally your problem, isn't it? Why should I help you? I'm not obligated to take care of you anymore. I just started a new life and I don't want to get involved. Don't depend on me anymore. I don't want you to cause me any more trouble, understood?
Hey, Yvonne, please, answer me.
What? Are you still running around?
Yeah, I managed to shake off the police car, but I still can't relax. I need your help.
You're really persistent. Can't you manage on your own?
I can't. I can't manage without you. All I can do is hide somewhere safe and wait for the police to pass by.
A safe place? Don't ask me, I have no idea.
It doesn't matter where. Just tell me where I can hide temporarily anyway. Is there anywhere near your house?
Near my house? I don't know anything about that. Why don't you go look yourself?
Shit, please. Just a park near your place or something like that. Just for a little while.
You're really persistent. Okay, there's a little park near my house, but if you hide there and the cops find you, you're done.
I know, but it's the only place I can go to now. Thank you, Yvonne. Without your help, I really don't know what I'd do.
Don't thank me. Anyway, get this problem solved as soon as possible. I don't want you to cause me any more trouble. I'm sick and tired of all your troubles. I don't need or want you in my life at all. Please don't bother me. This is really the last time you'll ever have to depend on me again.
Okay, I get it. But I do have one more favor to ask of you. If you hear anything from the police, don't tell them I'm here.
You're asking me to do what? Are you serious? I would never lie to the police at all. Besides, lying to them about it wouldn't make your situation any better, would it? I'm not going to lie for you or help you anymore.
Please, Yvonne, at least buy me some time. I just need time to hide for a little while.
I don't know. You don't need me to take care of you. You're not a child. You can take care of yourself.
Oh no. I just wanted to start over with you. How could you let this happen? I thought we still had a chance. That's why I kept calling you. I never dreamed the police would come after me like this. Why can't you understand how I feel? Why did things end up like this?
That's what's wrong with you in the first place, isn't it? You've always been like that. You tried to push me around just for your own convenience. You're so selfish. I really don't know you anymore. I want you to take responsibility for what you've done. That's all I can say.
Yvonne, please, consider my feelings for once. Whatever happened in the past, I need your help now. Please, don't give up on me. I know we've had a lot in our past, but I still thought we could start over again. Let's at least talk about this once. Please, Yvonne.
After that, Stan was arrested by the police. The moment the police car arrived, he tried to escape, but he could not shake off the cops. He was completely surrounded, handcuffed, and taken away. He was questioned by the police and given a formal warning for stalking. We were told that his mother and father were so disgusted by his behavior that they decided to end their relationship with him. I don't know what Stan has done since then, but that is no longer my concern. I am now moving on. Because of my past with Stan, I am happy now. I will continue to build a happy future with my family. Ken's sports day is coming up, so keep your schedule open. Of course, the whole family will be there to cheer him, right? Oh, Ken is having a sports day. I would love to be there to cheer him, but I don't think we'll be able to make it. What? Are you saying you won't go to cheer for your adorable nephew? Are you even a mother? Don't you understand how much my daughter wants her family to be there for him? I also want to see Ken at the sports day, but Annie hasn't been feeling well lately. She has been lying down trying to feel better. Isn't it because you spoil her? What is it about a 7-year-old child lying down? Why don't you get her up and get her to be more active? Isn't that what parents are supposed to do? But she seems to be in a lot of pain. Her head hurts like it's going to crack and she cries and screams. We can't go cheer for Ken at his sports day under the circumstance.
Oh, right. You really are a cold woman. I can't believe you won't even see how your nephew has grown. Instead, I won't go to Annie's sports day to cheer her. Then you'll understand how my daughter would feel.
Well, sorry.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't answer the phone. What's up? Something wrong?
I'm in trouble. Annie went crazy and said her head is going to crack.
What?
I'm on my way to the hospital in an ambulance. What's wrong with Annie? I'm scared.
Are you okay? Sophia, you have to be strong. You're Annie's mother. I'll be at the hospital as soon as I can. In the meantime, take care of Annie. Sophia, you've got to pull yourself together.
Okay, I will.
Sophia, did you get the test results? How was Annie?
Robert, why? Why does she have to go through with this?
What's wrong? What happened?
She has a tumor in her head, and they're not going to be able to operate.
Oh no.
They don't know how long she'll have.
I can't believe it. She was so full of life. How could this happen?
I don't know what to do. I can't look at her face.
We don't know for sure that she won't get better, right? Let's do everything we can for Annie.
I agree.
We can get a second opinion nowadays. Then, we might be able to find a way to cure Annie's tumor. She's only 7 years old. She has lots of dreams and hopes. We have to act instead of crying about it.
You're right.
Have you told her about the tumor?
I haven't told her yet. I don't know how to tell her. I don't know if it's really okay to tell her. I want to talk about it with you.
Yes, we will. Anyway, we have to do everything we can for Annie. How's Annie doing?
She seems to be doing better today. She was listening to a storytelling with some other children at the pediatric ward. I think I haven't seen her smile in a while.
I see. That's good to hear.
Seeing that smile, I have a feeling she's going to be fine for good.
That's right. That's what's going to happen. We shouldn't be too nervous. There are plenty of remedies out there now. There's got to be something that can help her, right?
Yes, there's got to be. The medicine alone might cure the tumor, right?
Yeah, we have to be more positive about this, for her sake. She's going through a lot at her age.
Yes, seeing her smile today cheered me up too.
If you're not cheerful, she will get worse. I'll go to the hospital after work. Take care of Annie, will you?
I sure will.
Sophia, you're coming to our house for the holidays, right? Since you're not coming to Ken's sports day, at least come visit us for the holidays.
Well, you might have heard from Robert, but Annie's sick in the hospital.
So I heard. She hasn't been discharged of the hospital yet?
No, her illness is serious, and it's going to be difficult for her to be discharged of the hospital for a while. That's why we won't be able to come visit for the holidays.
Why can't she go out just for a night?
I'm sorry?
Instead of staying in a hospital bed, come to our house. Play in the garden or in the hills behind our house and get some fresh air. I'm sure she would feel better. Will the medicine cure her disease in the first place?
I don't know. I'm happy for your concern, but she has to administer the medicine regularly, so she can't go out. I'm sorry, but we still can't come visit during the holidays.
Why not? The best remedy for illness is to let it heal naturally. I think you're overreacting. It's better to spend time breathing fresh air and eating fresh, delicious food. Don't lock her up in a hospital.
Amelia, Didn't Robert tell you about her illness? She has a tumor in her brain. She needs medicine to reduce the size of the tumor.
I've heard about her tumor, but I'm not so sure about what the doctor said. It's something that can be cured naturally. That's how all people used to do it.
But I don't think her tumor can be cured naturally.
Wait, what? You don't believe me?
It's not like that, but her tumor is serious.
Even Ken had a high fever, but after spending some time at our house, his fever naturally went down. That's right. If Annie comes to our house and gets well, she can even go to Ken's sports day. After all, come to our house for the holidays.
Amelia, it's not the same as Ken's fever. She has a tumor in her brain. I'd still like her to stay in the hospital for treatment. We can't come for the holidays, I'm sorry.
What kind of a person are you? I'm trying to be nice to you, but you stubbornly refuse. Do you hate me that much?
No, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that it's not a disease that can be cured naturally.
You're really disgusting. Why can't you just listen to me? It's terrible. I wonder how Robert got a wife like you. How's Annie doing?
Not so bad. She ate half of her lunch, so she seems to be fine.
I see. I hope she'll get better.
Yeah. By the way, I just got a text from Amelia. She told me to come visit her on the next holidays, but I told her we can't because Annie has to stay in the hospital. Amelia was very upset.
Yeah, she called me too. She said to come to Ken's sports day to cheer him. I told her I was too occupied taking care of Annie. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. I feel bad about not being able to go to Ken's sports day, but...
No. Annie is the most important thing right now.
I know.
Mom's always loved my sister like crazy since she was little, so she's putting a lot of effort into Ken too. Ken is not even her son. I hope she would stop doing this nonsense.
Oh, I think Annie woke up.
Well, please take care of her.
Will do.
Hey, Sophia, what's going on? Sorry, I can't answer the phone.
Robert, Annie's condition has suddenly changed. She was fine earlier, then suddenly, she lost her consciousness.
What caused it?
I don't know. They just said she was having trouble breathing, so they put an oxygen mask on her. Robert, what should I do?
Sophia, calm down. I'm going to explain the situation to my boss right now, and I'll be on my way. Just hang in there until I get there.
If anything happens before you get here,
Sophia, don't be negative. Annie's alive. She's trying to live. We have to believe in her.
I know. She would be sad if I'm like this. I have to be strong. Anyway, just get here as soon as possible.
I'm on my way. Your daughter's funeral has to be canceled because your nephew has a sports day.
Amelia, what are you talking about? Annie has passed away, remember? We can't cancel the funeral.
Why can't you do what I say? I told you today is Ken's sports day. I've been trying to tell you for a while now. Why do you have to... Anyway, the funeral is canceled. Just do as I say.
Amelia, we lost our beloved daughter, remember? And yet you're telling me to cancel the funeral for Ken's sports day? Are you out of your mind?
It's because you don't listen to me.
Excuse me?
I told you to bring her to my home and let her heal naturally. I told you that you can't rely on medicine, and you stubbornly refused. That's why this all happened.
How could you...
We're all going to heaven someday. Annie's time just happened to be now, right? You don't have to make a big deal out of it and gather all the relatives together for the funeral, do you? No matter how you think about it, Ken's sports day is more important.
I understand that people have their own destinies, but Annie was only 7 years old. She was supposed to have lots of happiness, sadness, joyfulness, and painful things. When I think of that, I can't stop feeling sad.
There's nothing you can do about it, Sophia. Maybe that's what Annie wanted.
I don't think so. She was trying to live her life to the fullest.
You need to think more positive. As a mother, you have to accept the reality.
I can't do that.
You don't have to come to Ken's sports day, but all the relatives will go to the funeral, right? Then Ken won't have as much support. I feel so sorry for Ken. I think my daughter will be disappointed too.
I can't cancel the funeral even if you say so.
No, it's too much trouble for everyone. You have to think about the people around you, so cancel the funeral, okay? Hey, Sophia, you didn't cancel the funeral? No one showed up for Ken's sports day. I was the only one there. I was looking forward to the sports day so much. Sophia, answer me. Hey, Sophia, what have you done?
What is it?
Since last night, my relatives had been sending me many accusation texts. What on earth have you done?
I didn't do anything.
Don't lie to me. I shouldn't be getting this many messages accusing me of doing something I didn't do. You definitely did something.
I just told everyone that since you have to go cheer for Ken's sports day, you wouldn't be able to attend the funeral. Everyone was surprised at how heartless you were and how unbelievable you were as a person.
What? This all happened because of what you said?
Well, if a grandmother is not at her granddaughter's funeral, they will ask why, right?
You could have just made up a story on your own, couldn't you?
For example,
like, she is shocked and she's been in bed. Or, she's been in bed and can't get up. You can say whatever you want. You're really a very inconsiderate wife. Why do I have to take the blame?
Are you out of your mind, Amelia? Robert and I lost Annie, remember?
I know. That's what Annie wanted. So Ken's sports day should be a priority.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Why does Ken have to suffer?
Amelia?
What?
Actually, your husband and Robert are watching this text.
What? Why?
They've been helping packing Annie's belongings and take care of other things while she was in the hospital.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
Your husband has been helping us with everything since the funeral.
Huh? My husband did that?
Is it strange? And yet, Amelia, it's beyond insane to ask me to cancel the funeral for Annie, isn't it? Everyone is grieving for Annie. And you are even Annie's grandmother. You're unbelievable.
What? It's all your fault that I'm in this situation. You didn't listen to me at all. You went ahead with the funeral. What are you going to do?
The only one who didn't come to the funeral was you. Was Ken there at the sports day?
Actually, I couldn't find him. So is my daughter.
I'm sure you didn't. She attended Annie's funeral with your husband.
What? And Ken? What about the sports day?
He'll have another one next year. He came to the funeral because it was the last time he could see Annie.
You ruined Ken's sports day. Oh, God. What are you going to do about it? Mom, it's me. Robert? Dad and I have been watching the text the whole time. Sophia told you, right? What? Sophia doesn't listen to me at all. Please talk to her about it, Robert. She's supposed to listen to me because she married to you, right? What are you talking about? Sophia and I are in the depths of grief over the loss of our beloved daughter. And you're talking about sports day? Cancel the funeral? Sophia not listening to you? That's insane.
Robert, what a thing to say to your mother.
I'm disappointed that someone like you was my mother. I mean, I don't even want to think of you as my mother. You have no idea what it means to be a parent. We were raised with that kind of mindset, weren't we?
That's not true.
How dare you despise the life of our beloved Annie?
I don't despise her. I recommended Sophia to let her heal naturally in our home.
What natural healing? Don't be ridiculous. When Annie was desperately battling her illness, you didn't even visit her. And to top it all off, you told us to cancel the funeral. I will never forgive you. I'm going to break off the relationship with you once and for all.
Why? Why would you do that? It's all Sophia's fault, isn't it? Amelia,
You ruined our relationship. How could you?
your husband says he's divorcing you.
What?
He always thought you were insane, but he didn't think you'd go that far. He said he was disgusted by Annie's funeral. He doesn't want to live with someone who doesn't care about one's life.
Wait a minute. That's a lie. Why should I be divorced? I don't understand.
Isn't that what's wrong with you?
Huh?
You try to get things done the way you want without considering other people's feelings.
How dare you talk to me like that? I won't forgive you.
You don't have to forgive me. Have you ever given even the slightest thought to our feelings for the loss of Annie? It was so hard that we couldn't do anything. You're a mother too, and you don't even know what it's like. You're disgusting.
You're too cocky.
That's why your husband wants to divorce you. I would divorce you too. Ken and his family were also disgusted by your behavior. I have no doubt that they will look at you differently now. You have done such a terrible thing.
Wait a minute. It's kind of like I'm going to be alone.
Perhaps you will be, won't you?
First of all, if my husband divorced me, I wouldn't be able to live by myself.
Definitely.
It's your fault to begin with, so do something about it.
Excuse me? Don't be silly. Robert and I are going to break off the relationship with you too, so it doesn't matter.
Don't say that. You are the only one who can convince my family, right? Convince them now not to abandon me.
Are you listening? I'm no longer related to you. I will never do anything for you.
So, you are abandoning me?
You may think so, just as you abandoned Annie. Then I don't think we will see each other again. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait a minute. Put Robert or my husband on the phone for me.
They both don't even want to text you. Well then, good luck with your life on your own.
Wait, Sophia. You have to help me.
After that, my parents-in-law officially divorced. Amelia was kicked out of the house by her husband, who was very angry with her and left the house alone. She then asked for help from my sister-in-law and her husband. They said, "I don't want to think of someone like you as my mother. Go home now." She was coldly rejected by my sister-in-law. She tried to get help from her relatives, but they knew about my daughter's funeral. There was no one to help Amelia. She wandered around the countryside for a while. We don't know where she went after that. My sister-in-law and her husband apologized profusely for Amelia. However, they did not know anything about it because Amelia had said it on her own. It is not my sister-in-law and her husband's fault, nor my nephew's fault. Now, with the help of my father-in-law and sister-in-law, we are gradually regaining our life. I will never get over the sadness of losing my daughter, but I want to keep moving forward for her sake.
Hey, Mom. When are you coming back home? I'm starving. Oh, Sarah, I just finished work. I'll be home as soon as I can. You're always working. I'm sorry. Mom, could you try to be a bit more like a mother? What? I'm coming home from school and there's no food at home. Isn't it normal for mothers to prepare a meal for their child? I never said I won't feed you. I'll make something as soon as I get back. Besides, you're in middle school now, so you should help out too. There are kids your age who can cook. What do I have to do with other people? I have you to cook for me, so hurry up and make something. There's no need to be disrespectful. Hey Mom, do you know where my gym clothes is at? No, I don't. Did you wash them? I didn't have time yesterday, so I'm doing it now. Huh? Are you kidding me? I'm going to be late for school. What are you going to do? I don't know. I work the night shift and I'm busy too. You have to start preparing for yourself. Who would have thought you'd be this careless? Careless? If you think that way, why don't you start doing your own laundry? I don't want to. It's too much work. Then don't complain. I mean, it's not my fault that you're useless, right? What's the matter with you? I'm not your help. I mean, you're close to something like that, but... Excuse me? Oh, never mind. Hey, Regina. How are you? Hi, sis. What's up? I'm kind of busy today. I've been working late. I want to send you some pictures and let me know what do you think about it. Wait, what is this? Why is Jason and Sarah with you? Well, the three of us are having dinner right now. What do you mean? We have a plan to have dinner to celebrate Sarah's birthday. I was in a hurry to get home and get dressed. Well, Sarah asked us to take her out. What? Sarah asked you that? What do you mean? She said she'd rather celebrate it with me than you, so I took her shopping. Then I met up with Jason and now we're having dinner. Are you serious? We even made plans to go get our nails done. She promised we'd go shopping together, so why? I even told my boss I'm leaving work early. What's going on? Hey Mom, I really wanted Aunt Lauren to celebrate my birthday. To be honest, I wish she was my mom. She has better taste than you. What? I mean, she looks fabulous. She always dresses so nicely with perfect makeup and hair. And then there's you. Always in jeans and a shirt. No makeup, hair tied back. It's kind of shabby. And honestly, it's embarrassing when you come to school. I can do nothing about it. I often run straight to school after work. I'm a nurse. I don't have that much time in my hands. Is that why you invited my sister to celebrate instead? No, that's not it. I just told you why. What? I wish you was my mom. What do you mean? Honestly, I want you to divorce Dad. Huh? He's with it too. What? Jason? Yeah, Aunt Lauren is beautiful and he gets thrilled when he's with her. He said he'd be happy if that happened. You're kidding, right? I feel the same way with Dad. So, I got you the divorce papers. Pretty sharp, right? Divorce papers? What are you talking about out of the blue? I wanted to do it before my birthday, so... The divorce paper is on the table in the living room. Dad already signed the papers. You just have to sign it. Sarah, are you being serious? Of course I'm serious. Otherwise, I wouldn't have prepared the divorce papers, right? Why are you doing this? Why would you want us to get divorced? Because I want to. You're a bad mom. What? You don't prepare food for me when I get home. You tell me to do my own laundry. All you do is work, and you always look shabby. That's why I prefer Aunt Lauren than you. It's because I'm working. I've been working night shifts to provide for you. I don't have time to take care of myself. There's a lot of mom that makes effort. You're just making excuses. Even I can see through that. But your friend seems to be helping out with the chores. Your friend's mom told me that her daughter has her own chores, unlike you who doesn't lift a finger. Don't blame me. You can't even do house chores right, and on top of that, you don't even know how to take care of yourself. That's just you. I'm embarrassed of you. On the other hand, Aunt Lauren is way different than you. What? She's older than you, but she's perfect in every way. I can brag about her at school too. That's because she doesn't think about anything else but herself. She puts all her time and money for her looks. But hearing all this from you, I know exactly how you feel about me. Same with Jason too. I'm so glad. I'll do whatever you guys want. I'll agree to the divorce. I have no intention of living with you guys after what you did. Thank you, Mom. Don't call me Mom. I'm going to cut ties with you guys. I'm heading home and pack my stuff and get out of there. Take care. Hey Regina, how are you? Why are you hitting me up? I don't want to talk to you anymore. Oh, stop being so uptight. I called you because I have to tell you something. I finally got married to Jason. Me, Jason, and Sarah are finally family. There's no need for your updates. I don't want anything to do with all of you. You don't have to be so cold. I've always envied you. Why? Well, because Jason is good looking, works for a well-known company, and he's kind. I was hoping to meet someone like him. Well, I'm glad to hear that. He asked me to marry him the other night at dinner. I was so surprised I almost jumped out of my chair. Good for you. He was still living with me that time, though. I find it funny that he asked you to marry him. Regina. What? I feel sorry for you. Your husband and your daughter abandoned you. You don't have to feel sorry for me. But I'll make you pay $500,000 for child support. Huh? Why do I have to pay for child support? Well, because you relinquished custody. Sarah's about to go to high school and college. She needs money. It's normal for you to help out with that. And what does Jason think about that? He wants me to pay child support? Of course. You have good income and you get your bonus. I thought $500,000 is easy. I mean, you just have to work double shifts if you need to. Seriously? Well, you must be devastated. Sarah asking you for divorce, and just like that, you had to move out. Everything happened so quick, huh? But you still have to fulfill your responsibility as a mother, no matter the circumstances. If that's the case, why don't you ask the real mother? What? I don't know what on earth Jason is thinking. Why should I pay child support if I'm not the real mother? What? What do you mean? Sarah is your child, isn't she? Sarah is a secret child with another woman. What? How is that even possible? I know, right? I was going to take this secret to my grave, but Jason had an affair right after we got married. No way! Then one day, Sarah was left on her doorstep, wrapped in a blanket. It was like a scene out of a movie. There was just a letter asking us to take care of her. Wow, it really is like a movie. At first, I thought she was just an abandoned child and was going to report it to the police. But Jason confessed everything. We couldn't just abandon the child, so we ended up raising her. I didn't know. Does Sarah know about that? No, she doesn't. She doesn't even know we were divorced. What? Divorced? You just got divorced not too long ago, right? Sarah gave you the divorce papers, right? We've been divorced way before that. What? What do you mean? I was going to divorce him the moment I found out about his affair and the baby. But Jason insisted on raising Sarah with me. Seeing the baby's face, I couldn't bring myself to abandon her. At that time, We decided to divorce and live together temporarily to see how things would go. Before we knew it, decades has passed. Basically, Jason and I were just roommates. Sarah is under Jason's name. What? I'm so confused right now. What does that mean? It means I'm not Sarah's biological mother. We're not related and I'm not her legal guardian. You cannot claim child support from me. Oh no, I can't raise Sarah with no child support. But, you filed for marriage, right? Didn't you adopt her? Yes, but then you're obligated to raise Sarah, right? Sarah isn't particularly studious, but she seems to have a desire to pursue higher education. I guess you'll need $500,000. So you have to start working hard now. Wait. I listened to Sarah's wish that I do the housework perfectly. I quit my job when I got married. I don't know if I can pay that kind of money. I mean, who does? But as parents, you're obligated to raise your child, so you gotta figure it out and pay up somehow, huh? That's impossible. But that's what every parent in the world do. I'm sure you can do it too. I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't know if you heard from Jason. He was fired from his last job. What? The company you said that was a well-known company? You're kidding, right? I haven't heard anything. Oh no, a married couple and you don't talk about anything important? Well, let me tell you something. My current company doesn't pay me enough to afford Sarah's school, so I had to work night shifts too. Because of that, I was exhausted every day. I was breaking out and I didn't have time or energy to get dressed up. Oh. It's frustrating to be belittled by Sarah like that. Makes you wonder what you were working for so hard in the first place, right? I didn't know anything. Sounds like he didn't want to bring up his problems, huh? That's the kind of man he is. Well, I know you're gonna go through a lot, but good luck. Mom! Mom, I know you see my messages. Please reply. I'm not your mom, though. Mom, I want you to come home. Please. Why? Because Lauren can't do anything. She can't cook, so we always end up eating ready-made meals. And when she does the laundry, the clothes are always wrinkled. The bathroom is always covered in mold, and she can't even clean it properly. I just don't want to live with someone like that. Oh, isn't that what you wanted? You left me because you wanted to be with her, remember? That was more like a temporary lapse in judgment, you know? I didn't know anything about Lauren. Plus, she's just so clumsy. That's why she don't look any better than you. What? That's so rude. Her hair is always so messy. She doesn't even wear makeup because she can't afford it. She comes to school in torn clothes and I'm so ashamed of her. Well, she must be having a hard time making ends meet. Why not? I mean, Dad's making good money, but he doesn't get paid enough, okay? What? He used to brag about how much money he makes. That was a long time ago. After he switched companies, he couldn't even make ends meet on a monthly basis. Then why did he give me so much allowance? He would buy me anything I wanted right away. That's because I was working so hard. You used to make fun of me all the time, but I worked so hard that you could have everything you want. I worked hard day and night, and when I get home, you were always treating me like your maid. Even though it was hard, seeing you enjoying your life made it easier. Then you have to come home and work for me again, Mom. I don't even get a good allowance anymore. Thanks to you, I can't even go out with my friends. I guess that's just the way it is, isn't it? Huh? This was your choice. You all kicked me out. I would never go back there again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about what happened. Come back and work hard again. Then I want you to give me an allowance and buy me some clothes. How can you be so selfish? Have you ever thought about my feelings? I've been raising you as my own child, and suddenly you abandon me. Your own child? Oh, you should know the truth by now. I'm not your biological mother. What? Then who is my mother? You're the child of the woman that your father had an affair with. That's not true. He begged me to raise you with him. I thought I'd raise you as my own. I thought I could do anything for you. No way. So I'm not your child? If you want to know the details, ask your dad. But you raised me all this time, so you're my mom, right? So work hard for me and give me an allowance. I have a lot of things I want you to buy for me. Please. You are something else. Where did I go wrong raising you? What? How can things work out that way for you? I'm already divorced from your dad. I'm not your legal guardian either. So from now on, you should cooperate with your father and my sister Lauren and live together. Don't say that. You're my mom. Don't ever depend on me again. Oh no, Mom. Regina, why would you tell Sarah something unnecessary? About what? The secret. Oh, she's been talking nonsense. I thought it was time for her to know the truth. She's been out of hand since. She got so violent. She won't listen to me or Jason. She's treating me like an old lady. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. She's so disrespectful. She's like, learn how to cook, redo the laundry, work harder. You're responsible for this, Regina. Huh? You're the one who's responsible. You took them away from me, and then you went on bragging about your marriage? She's your guardian now. You two should be responsible. It's none of my business. It's your fault for hiding the fact that he had another child with another woman in the first place. Do you really need to say that? I raised Sarah as my own child. I didn't even know about Jason's job. Thanks to that, our household finances are in shambles. I was counting on child support, but that didn't happen either. That has nothing to do with me. Isn't it a bit unfair to blame me? You're the one who set me up. How can you say that? You messaged me out of nowhere and kicked me out of my house. You've got to be kidding me. I don't have anything to do with all of you anymore. Please leave me alone. Then what's going to happen to me? Sarah's out of hand stealing money and always going out. Jason isn't doing anything about it. I don't know what to do. I'm getting out of here. You should come back. I just told you to leave me alone. What part of that you don't understand? I've been divorced with Jason. It's not fair of you to say that. If I knew it would be like this, I should have never gotten married. It's too late for that. Do something about it. No, it's none of my business. You're my sister. I don't consider you as my sister anymore. I keep telling you I'm a stranger who has nothing to do with this. Please help me. I can't do this. I have no money. Sarah swears at me and calls me an old lady. And of course, Jason is having an affair. What? He hasn't learned his lesson? That guy is just hopeless. So please help me, please. I can't. You chose to marry Jason. You just wanted to take everything away from me. There's no reason for me to help you. No, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Save your only sister, please. I'm done with all of you. You, Jason, and Sarah. Figure it out yourself. I'm blocking all three of you. Don't ever contact me again. Bye. Regina, wait! After that, unable to bear the situation, my sister fled the house. And after a dispute, the divorce was finalized. My sister, who always wanted to be a housewife, quit her job, taking loans to make ends meet. I heard she's working at a bar to pay her debts. She must have borrowed quite a lot of money. Rumor has it that John and Sarah are still living on the edge. Sarah has been running around with her bad friends. I've raised Sarah since she was so little, so it's not like I don't care. But I'm not involved anymore, so I'll just leave it like that. Now I work less night shifts and made more time for myself. I've started taking lessons and now I'm enjoying learning new things. From now on, I would like to spend more time taking care of myself.
Hey, Lucy, guess what? Do you know how elegant I can live in the future?
What do you mean?
I think I can live like a celebrity.
That's new to me. But on what basis are you saying that?
Because I have you and Noah, so my life is secure. We are a family, so it's only natural for you to work a little harder for me, right?
Wait a minute. Does that mean you are planning to rely on us?
That's a rude way to put it, don't you think? But I guess you could say that. As long as you guys are doing well, I don't have to worry about anything.
But Maria, we have our own lives to live. We have plans for the future. How can you expect to live like a celebrity without thinking about that?
Lucy, I'm the boss of this house. Noah is taking over the company, and you being the executive director, it's all according to my plan. So I have nothing to worry about and just live my life.
What do you mean by that? What exactly are you talking about? If it's something that involves us, I'd like to know.
I don't have to be specific, you know. I'm just saying that if you guys are okay, my life will have nothing to worry about. Besides, I went out for a fancy lunch with friends yesterday. It would be nice to have that kind of thing going on every day, you know.
I don't understand. What exactly do you mean by that? We have to protect our own lives too.
So, Noah will run the company well. And as long as you support him as the managing director, that's all that matters to me. You don't need to worry about me. Oh yes, I just remembered. I have shopping plans next week. Do you want to come with me?
That's not an easy thing to do, you know. Running a company is always difficult, and it's tough if we don't keep trying.
I don't care about that. All I'm saying is that as long as you guys are doing well, my life will be stable. Besides, did you read the online news this morning? I was in the society page. You should be more proud of me.
Maria, please don't be so irresponsible. We're struggling to make ends meet too. It bothers me that you're trying to take it for granted.
It bothers you? It's only natural for you to support me, isn't it? Do you have any idea how much I have done for this family?
I appreciate your efforts, but this is different. I want you to think about our lives too.
Lucy, you really don't understand, do you? Because I have supported this family, I have the right to live gracefully as the mistress of this family. It's your job to take care of me, you know? Like, you should pay for whatever I purchase.
Maria, I really don't understand what you mean. I understand that you have been supporting us, but that's not the same thing as this. We have our own lives. The idea that only you can live gracefully doesn't sound right.
What are you talking about? I am the mistress of this family. As long as Noah is here, and as long as you are here, my life is secure. Besides, you better plan for my upcoming trip.
Trip? What are you saying all of a sudden?
Well, don't be like that. Anyway, don't worry about the future. You'll understand what I'm talking about in time.
No, I don't think I will understand.
Anyway, you guys are supposed to support me. Don't forget that. Oh, yeah, and I've made reservations at a fancy restaurant for dinner tonight.
Huh? You can't just do that. Maria, please look at the reality. I had no idea you were that insane. To be honest, I'm very shocked.
What? What do you mean? How dare you talk to me like that? You better watch your mouth.
I doubt you as a person, Did you even consider everyone's feelings?
Huh? I was the manager's wife, remember? Of course I considered. I am the boss in the family. It's natural for the whole family to support me, isn't it?
Maria, what was that all about at the funeral? Your own husband passed away, and you were just screaming, "His inheritance is all mine," with a big smile on your face. It's beyond insane.
Oh my goodness. You married Noah because you wanted money too, right? You're the same as I am, so why don't you stop being a nice person here? Because Noah is a successful businessman with money and status, everyone around us think the same way. Love isn't the only reason you married him, right?
I didn't marry Noah for money. I didn't marry him because he is a business owner or because he has money. I decided to marry him because I was attracted to his personality, his honesty, and most of all, his compassion. Certainly, his success is wonderful, and I admit that I have benefited from it. But I don't think we would have been able to have such a happy family if that was the only motivation for our marriage.
How can you say that? Not only you are the wife of the president, but you also hold the position of managing director within the company. It's really amazing that you have established your own high position, both at home and at the company. You're more arrogant than I am as a housewife, aren't you? Noah becoming a president and you becoming an executive director were all planned, weren't they? Seeing you doing so well makes me feel relieved that I made the right choice. But you know, I know how much effort you put in to get to this point. In the end, you're just living on Noah's success, aren't you?
You know what? I was given the role of managing director before I got married. My relationship with Noah started after I became executive director. Please don't make careless remarks based on speculation alone. And that's not what we are talking about now.
Yes, I understand. It was certainly not mature of me to talk about his inheritance at my husband's funeral. But finally, this $5 million is going to be mine. I can't stop laughing.
$5 million?
I know you're going to talk about inheritance in the near future. You have no right to tell me this or that. No matter what you say, I am legally entitled to inherit everything. I am the mistress of this house, and I have supported this family for many years. I should receive my inheritance as a reward for that.
Of course I'm not the legal heir, so I'm not going to interfere. Maria, why don't you calm down a little? You made such an offensive comment and behaved so badly at the funeral. Most of the people who were there didn't look at you in a good light. I think you should behave more like a grown woman.
They are just jealous of me because they won't be getting $5 million. If I have to deal with every single complaint, it's never going to end.
Anyway, I beg you. I'm sure you would understand that many people are shocked by the sudden incident of your husband who was well-liked. You have to be really careful about careless remarks in such a situation. If you're not careful, you might even lower your own value.
Yes, I get it now. As long as I keep quiet about something like that, you'll be happy, right?
Yes, by all means. Thanks for understanding.
You really are a cheeky wife, aren't you? Well, if you have so much to say to me, go ahead and say it. But nothing you say will change my mind. I have supported this family and will continue to do so. I don't care what you think. Hey, Lucy. I've decided to leave my mom to my aunt and uncle tonight. My aunt and uncle helped me out a lot. I'm going to be a little late, but we'll talk again as soon as I get home.
Thanks for your hard work, Noah. It must have been really hard for you. I'm sure you must be exhausted from preparing for the funeral and dealing with the family. Come home early and get some rest.
I'm sorry about today. I really had a lot going on and I just couldn't get caught up. I'm sorry for the burden I've put on you as well. I really appreciate you being there.
What's up with you all of a sudden?
It's the way my mother acted at my father's funeral. Even though she's my stepmother, I'd like her to be firm, even if it's just superficial as our mistress. You tried to talk to her so many times and went around apologizing to everyone, but she doesn't care at all.
Well, being the second wife of a wealthy family, I have to admit that there are many things she has to be concerned about in the eyes of the public. We talked on WhatsApp afterwards, but I don't think she seemed remorseful.
The fact that she married my father for his inheritance is confirmed by what she said at the funeral. I really couldn't believe that she would talk about his inheritance so openly in that situation. I thought she had no idea how much my father cared about his family. I mean, I knew she was like that, but the way she behaved after he passed away just confirmed it. I'll have to be more careful from now on. I'll be careful what she says for a while.
Okay.
Hi, Lucy. I'm going on a trip now.
What?
People who didn't come to the funeral still come to greet, so you'll have to stay and take care of it. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? There are many relatives and acquaintances who were too busy to come to the funeral. I know they'll come all the way to visit later. I just don't have the energy left to deal with them. You stay home and deal with them while I go out and freshen up for a while.
What are you thinking about? It's only been 6 days since your husband passed away, remember? And it's only been 4 days since the funeral. Don't you realize how insane you are being?
Because I'm bored. I just wish you'd have a little understanding of how much I've done for the family. It wouldn't be a bummer if I took a little time off, would it? Besides, I don't really have anything to do right now. I'm bored sitting around the house. There's nothing else I want to do.
Huh?
I'd feel a little better if I could count $5 million in inheritance, but I guess it takes a little while until I get the money. My celebrity friends don't invite me out to play with them, probably because they're worried about my feelings. On the other hand, if I stay at home, only people in mourning clothes sometimes come to my house. It's so depressing.
You can't talk like that to people who are mourning your husband. They really cared about him. Please think about the people who took the time out of their busy schedules to visit. I was reminded of how much he was loved by so many people. It's really not good to disrespect their feelings like that.
Shut up! Just come quickly. I'll be late for the bus, so I've already left home.
What?
I'm off then. Take care of the rest, will you?
How selfish can you be?
Hey, Lucy, I really can't believe it. How could she do that when Dad has only been gone for a short time? As a family, shouldn't we have a little time to mourn Dad? Besides, doesn't she think it's insane to go on a trip alone when it's a time for the whole family to support each other?
Yeah, I know. She left without telling me where she was going or when she is coming back. I've called and texted her a few times since then, but I haven't heard from her at all.
I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
She's my mother, and I feel sorry that she's been acting like this. She's Dad's second wife, and she has a legal position to get Dad's inheritance. I understand that to my family and relatives, she's someone they should treat as a mother. But in reality, we are not blood related, and there are many things she says and does that I don't understand.
Don't worry too much, I'm fine.
Thanks.
Oh, I wanted to ask you something.
What is it?
She seems to think she has $5 million to inherit.
What?
I don't know why she would think that, do you?
Of course not. That woman is totally insane. Hey, what is it with that will? The land and house were registered in Noah's name, and I only get $30,000? And the rest was all donated to charity?
I don't want you to complain to me about that.
Weren't you working on something to give yourself an advantage like this? I suspect that you have been doing something behind my back. You were trying to outsmart me and take over the inheritance and property for yourself, weren't you? I can't believe you would even consider such a thing.
I would never do that.
Where did the $5 million go which I was supposed to inherit? I can't believe that such a large sum of money is nowhere to be found. That's the $5 million I've been looking forward to for so long. With that money, my future life would have been more elegant and stable. I would have been able to travel as much as I want and enjoy shopping without any worries. What the hell is going on that it's nowhere to be found? You guys weren't lying to me, were you?
About that $5 million? I've always wondered where that came from. What the hell was that?
What? He said his ex-wife had $5 million, so I assumed that's what it was. Because if your ex-wife had that much money, I should have the same amount of inheritance, right? Isn't that a normal way of thinking?
Huh? By ex-wife, do you mean Noah's biological mother? I thought you might be talking about someone else. But surely you are referring to Noah's mother, right?
Who else could it be? Who else besides his own mother would have such a large sum of money? You really are slow.
Oh, that's what you mean. I see. I finally understand why you misunderstood. But I'm afraid that information was a little wrong.
Where on earth did it disappear? I have no idea where all that money has gone. How much fun I thought I could have with that $5 million. Traveling, shopping, lavish dinners, everything is ruined. All my future plans are ruined.
That $5 million is already gone.
What? What do you mean it's gone?
Noah's mother owned her little store. I heard that the year before she passed away, her annual sales were $5 million.
Huh? Annual sales?
I think that's probably what he meant. By the way, she left that store to her brother and sister in her will. In other words, that $5 million has nothing to do with your husband's inheritance.
I'm sorry? You're saying that my $5 million was never there from the beginning?
That's what it means. But you'll get $30,000, so I think it's enough.
$30,000 will be gone in no time after I pay off my debts.
Debts?
I have debts from shopping expensive stuff, thinking it's okay to spend a little if I have $5 million. I also asked my friend to pay for my overseas trip. I also borrowed money from here and there.
And now you have a total of $30,000 debts?
I'll be almost penniless. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know about that. I have nothing to do with it.
I know. You should give up your position as managing director to me.
Huh?
Company executives are paid just to sit on a chair and stroll around. Even I, a housewife, could easily do it.
Don't underestimate the importance of running a company, will you?
What?
It's true that I may seem like an unprecedented selection considering my age. But since I joined the company, I have been promoted from chief to general manager, and here I am today. I am sure that I was not given special treatment to become the executive director. I'm certain that I made my way up through my own efforts.
You don't have to get angry about it, you know.
I'm proud of the work I'm doing, and to be told that I'm just sitting on a chair and strolling around, I think it's natural to get angry about it.
I understand. I'll give up the executive director's chair. In exchange, can I ask you to give me some money?
There will be a survivor's pension.
That's not very much.
You're not going to get anything from me. The current head of the company is Noah, who succeeded your husband. You're not in a position to interfere with anything in the company to begin with.
Then, if I ask Noah, there is a way for me to get the money, right?
You're being too naive to ask for money when you're not even an employee.
Then what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go out on the street? How am I supposed to live on my own now? What about my life from now on? I can't believe I'm being thrown into this situation.
Why don't you just work? There are so many ways you can rebuild your life on your own. You should be able to make a new start.
What? Working? Do you think I can work now?
You are still 52 years old, so yes, you're not old enough to retire. If you are healthy and energetic, you can take on any number of new challenges. If you want to work for us, please apply for a job when it becomes available. If you meet the hiring requirements, there is a possibility that you will be hired. You may be able to find a job where you can make use of your experience and skills.
Hey, Lucy, you have too big an attitude for a daughter-in-law. Shouldn't you be more polite to me? Besides, if you are my daughter-in-law, you should be obligated to support me, your mother-in-law.
You've already submitted the termination of relations of affinity, haven't you?
Well,
then you're not my mother-in-law anymore. I don't think you're a mother to Noah either, are you?
Oh, no, I mean, I don't know what to do.
Also, the house you live in now is in Noah's name. If you want to continue to live there, there will be rent to pay.
Rent? Are you going to charge me the rent?
In the market price of this area, it's going to be about $3,000 per month.
$3,000? How am I supposed to pay such a large amount of money?
If it is difficult, then please make a decision as soon as possible about your future plans. I suggest you start preparing for your new life soon.
I don't have any money. How am I supposed to live under such circumstances? Please, Lucy, give me some more time. I'm sorry, too. I'll be more cooperative from now on. So please don't give up on me. I'm really begging you. Can you help me just a little bit more? I admit that I have been wrong so far, so give me another chance.
I can't do that. I don't trust what you say. Besides, I'm sure Noah doesn't want to help you either. I think you should give up now. Please think about how to live while you work hard by yourself.
Please don't say such cold things. Please, Lucy.
After that, Maria was in despair as she was overwhelmed with debts. Unable to pay the $3,000 rent, she eventually left home and began a lonely life in a cheap apartment. She asked her friends for help, but no one would help her because of her selfish attitude. Finding a job was also difficult, so she worked part-time at a convenience store and a fast food restaurant, but it did not last long, and her life became more and more difficult. The reality for her was harsh, but I think she deserves it. Noah and I support each other and work hard every day. We will continue to protect the company that my father-in-law left to us together. We will respect each other and never forget our gratitude.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!